So here's what's going to happen. I think high caliber rounds is going to get nerfed. If I'm wrong, you got me. So 2 weeks ago, I made some predictions. Juggernaut! Number 1, you're getting nerfed. 100%. If Bungie leaves Juggernaut exactly as it is, I'm quitting Destiny. You heard it here first, dude. That's how confident I am that Juggernaut will be tweaked. I made some big promises and put it all on the line. I think Stormcaller is going to get filed down. Hopefully, specifically the melee. If that melee doesn't get filed down, 100% quitting Destiny, dude. Your boy Jez is out. And it looks like I was right, baby. Oh, yeah. Your boy Jez. Called it, dude. I called it. The career is safe. I do not have to quit Destiny. Now let's get into the details of the upcoming weapon patch. Because LMAO, generic YouTuber, I don't have any creative ideas under my belt. And I'm just trying to copy everyone else, really. Okay, so classes up first. Warlock, Stormcaller. The charged melee range has been reduced to be in line with other Warlock charged melees. Thank the Lord! Enough said. Landfall decreases Storm Trance duration. What? What? This is very obscure. This is such a weird direction to go with Storm Trance. They recognize, that maybe the super lasts a little bit long in some circumstances. The best Storm Trance users have always used Ionic Blink, and they will continue to use Ionic Blink with no penalty. Now they definitely will use Ionic Blink. Why didn't they just do a duration nerf across the board instead of on one obscure perk that most people don't use? I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I'm very, very grateful for the melee nerf, but I guess Stormcaller is just going to stay really strong. That's just the decision they made. Striker Titan Jug is getting disabled after what appears to be about 1 second in the air and can't be activated while in the air. Now, this is a great start, but I think Jug itself will still be quite strong. It's the huge nerf to special ammo overall that I think is going to bring the Jug Shield Warriors back in line a little bit. So this is a small change. It's a good start, like I said. Bungie's gone bigger picture here and targeted special ammo. And finally, Blade Dancer. So Hunkering Blade no longer immediately starts health and shield regen, but instead gives a flat amount of health back, plus 40. Now, I've seen a lot of people freaking out on Reddit about this, just freaking out saying that the Blade is dead. But I mean, I don't think so. Look, I understand this change. Was it absolutely necessary? I mean, maybe not, but I definitely understand the change. And maybe with less special ammo around for shotgunners, maybe Bungie realized that Arcblade was a little bit too hard to shut down, so they just brought it back in line a little bit. So this, I don't think, is really that big of a deal. But what is a big deal is the fact that grenades remain untouched. There's been no nerf to skip grenades or Axion bolts, which, maybe that would have just been too many changes too soon. Still very annoying that they didn't even mention the fact that they are aware of some grenades being maybe a little bit too strong. I mean, it's not the cooldowns that are too fast. It's the fact that other abilities enable you to get grenades back so fast now, and they're so spammable. I don't know. That is frustrating. Let's talk weapons. Pulse rifles. Thank God, high caliber round effectiveness has been reduced across the board for pulses, as well as the base flinch delt for all pulses. We all saw this coming. It needed to happen, and now it has, thank God. Also, in-air accuracy has increased for all pulses, which is, I mean, nothing major, but it's a welcome change. So the high-impact pulses like Spare Change and Parthian Shot, they've had an increased rate of fire by 1 frame, which is, again, a great start. Maybe not enough to get them to the higher tier. I think they'll be a little bit more relevant, but still probably not enough, in my opinion. Now, the very low-impact pulses like the Clever Dragon and the Grasp of Malok have had a decreased rate of fire by 1 frame, and a decreased mag size by 6, 2 bursts. So this is going to increase the time to kill, make it a little bit slower from 0.80 seconds to 0.87 seconds, which means they will stay competitive, but they're no longer the best pulse rifles on the market. And the body shot time to kill is also much slower, so they'll be much less forgiving. Add on top of that, the mag size decrease of 6, and that is rough. Especially Brace Frame will now take the mag down to 18 shots, which is a huge trade-off. I like this change a lot, I'm not gonna lie. And specifically, the Laser Beam Godroll Clever Dragon has also been knocked off its throne, so this is just a welcome change. Auto rifles base damage increased on low rate of fire auto rifles, so example Suros and Grim Citizen. Exactly how much base damage, I don't think we're quite sure yet. Next Tuesday, the patch notes will be out. Also, Precision Multiplier taken from 1.25 to 1.3 for all auto rifles. I mean, hallelujah, auto rifles might I repeat, might be relevant again, especially if the base damage for high impact autos is increased enough. This is a great start for auto rifles. Hand cannons. Initial accuracy, aka the first shot, is back to year 1 levels, but they also reduced the base range by 5 meters on the high range high cannons. So we're back to year 1 for the first shot only. So bloom will still kick in for the following shots after shot number 1, but hopefully because the initial accuracy is so much higher, it should take more shots for bloom to ruin your day. In terms of the damage and aim assist fall off for the max range hand cannons, I mean, I can understand it, but I just hope that it's not too much. I think it sounds worse than it is. I think they're going to be okay in the end. All right, and now for the big ticket special weapons. Here's what's going down. Fusion snipers and shotguns lose ammo when you die. You spawn in with ammo, and then when you die, it's gone. That's what that means. So the first round that you spawn in trials or elimination, you'll have ammo, but special ammo crates now appear every 60 seconds. And the radius that you can pick up special has gone from 100 meters down to 75. So you're going to have to be more aware of where and when the special is coming. But here's the kicker. Sidearms still respawn with ammo. It's a sidearm meta now, baby. Come on. The teacup is ready and waiting to be kicked. Although, fusions are going to suffer. It is so hilarious. After all the jokes, we actually have found ourselves in a situation where fusions have been nerfed again. I mean, fusions were at 2% kills. Shotguns were like the 19-20% kill range. I think Bungie just thought, you know what? I think we need to bring fusions down to 0%. 1 to 2%, maximum 3%, way too many kills. Let's bring that down on to at least 0. RIP fusion rifles. It's been fun. I don't know. Maybe that's an overreaction. We'll see. Snipers are now going to be even more campy than before, though. That's my prediction. Now, as soon as people get sniper ammo, they're not going to push because they don't want to die. Considering scories didn't get nerfed, I'm a little bit worried about that aspect, that snipers are now going to be even more campy, especially now that the flinch has also been reduced from the ultimate counter to snipers, which was high cal and pulses being everywhere. So a little bit scared. Hopefully the game doesn't get too campy, but also NLB sidearm just became even more relevant. And finally, shotguns. Here's the changes. Magnetism's been decreased and no aim assist from the hip now. 0. They've decreased the in-air accuracy. They've removed precision damage on legendary shotguns. So no more headshot damage, but to compensate, they said, all right, let's give 20% damage buff in PvE. But rangefinder has had a decrease to the aim down sight speed by 25%. So there's a bunch of small but good changes here. I'm happy with all of this, but the biggest nerf is obviously the special ammo lost on death. I mean, it's almost irrelevant what changes they made to shotguns because the whole game is about to change with the special ammo being lost on death. And I'm probably, in fact, definitely in the minority here, but the Ape Shotgun primary simulator game that they call Destiny, it wasn't fun for me. So I could not be happier with these changes overall. Look, I'm sorry, guys. And to everyone freaking out, just give it a chance. I don't think it's going to be as bad as you think, but I think there's going to be some changes, and I think change is good. Anyway, I am the Jazz. God bless. Thank you for watching. Leave a like on the video. Just kidding. You're extremely mad. You're definitely going to dislike it. That's fine with me. Do whatever you want. It's a free country. It's a free world. It's a free space. It's the internet. There's nothing I can do. Tune in next time. I'm out.